Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this coconut white rice and beef sauce. The combination of this was perfect. Every spoon was magical. So I'm going to show you how I made it. I'll start by with the veggies. I'm using carrots, bell peppers and green beans. You can use other veggies that you want, but this is the ones I prefer to use in my sauce. So I'll start by cutting them in the shapes that I want them. You can cut them in any type of shapes you want, but I like to cut it a bit bigger because I'm not using too much of it, so I don't want it melting in the sauce and disappearing. So I cut it a little bit longer and bigger so that it can come out in the sauce. So now I am done with the cutting of my veggies. Is now to season my beef. Now before we continue, if you're watching this and you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you're a returning watcher, thank you very much for your support. I love you. So I'll start with the garlic powder. I added 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, and also ginger powder. I added 2 tablespoons of ginger powder and 1 tablespoon of paprika powder, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 6 of my chicken cubes. And now let's not forget the main ingredient, which is soy sauce. So I'm going to be adding 3 tablespoons of soy sauce because it's actually the main ingredient for the beef sauce I'm making. So now I'm going to mix it together, and I'm going to allow it to sit for about 10 to 15 minutes before I start cooking. Now after 10 to 15 minutes, I put in some oil in the pot. I go in with the onions. I added a teaspoon of curry powder because I love the taste and the smell. And then I added some thyme, and I'm going to stir fry this beef for about 15 minutes before I go in with water for the first time. Now it is very important to cook your beef without water if you want it to retain the ingredients. Then later you can add in water for it to cook. Now I forgot to add the sesame oil in the beginning, but it's never too late. Now I added it, and now it is time to go in with my veggies. I go in with all my veggies at once, and then I'm going to turn it together and allow it to cook. While it is cooking, I'll go in with my scotch bonnet pepper because I like some spice in my food. And I tasted it. I think it needed a little bit of salt and seasoning, so I added a little bit. Now it's time to mix my corn flour. Then I'm going to add it to the pot just to give it a little bit of thickening. I don't want it too thick, but just a little bit. And now I think my sauce is ready. It smells good, it tastes good. It is time to make my coconut white rice. So I already washed this rice thoroughly. I added it to the pot, add a teaspoon of salt, and then my coconut milk. I add it together, mix it together, and then I'm going to add enough water to cook the rice. I'm going to cover it and cook this for about 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, well, here I'm checking to see if the water is dry, but halfway to the water drying, I wanted to add my veggies. Now the water is about halfway to dry. I go in with my carrots and some green beans that I set aside for the rice. Now the water is totally dried and the rice is totally done. Now it's time to mix it together, and our rice is ready, guys. It's time to plate it, but you need to test this. The coconut milk in the rice and the beef sauce, put it together in 1 spoon. Girl, it was delicious. Like, it was delicious. You need to try it, and you need to tell me how it went. Bye, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.